Hi. I just stumbled across this morning, and I've been seeing it more and more, and it's a trend I'm seeing happening that AI generated videos that are very convincing, um, videos that have a old person, 102, 111, 80, and they're talking about wisdom and life experiences and things that they're going through because that authenticity, that older um, people perspective is kind of popular, and it's concerning. It's concerning for me, being an older person, um, watching a couple of these this morning, coming across them more and more. I saw them originally, and I didn't think much of them at first, and now I'm starting to see more and more of them, and they're quite convincing. And what really concerned me was reading the comments. I went down through the comments just to see if anybody points out this is AI generated, because they're very convincing. They get the wrinkles, they get a very convincing person. However, they're always the same scenario. They're about the same distance away from the camera, and their voice sometimes seems a little young for what their age. Also, that they don't stammer or stutter. They don't make any mistakes. It's always a smooth video all the way through, them explaining life and what they've learned and what they do. And some of them are about an older person saying they don't watch their cholesterol and they're doing everything their doctor, they're still eating bacon and drinking coffee and all the things, which is fine. But I mean, sometimes the message is pretty good. In the comments I read, everybody's saying, "Oh, that's such good knowledge." Oh, and they have names, and one of them's a older black woman, and named I forget her name, Haiti, or it doesn't matter. But everybody's commenting, "Oh, she's such a genuine. Oh, she's a national treasure." What it brings to mind is, it's okay if people enjoy the videos. I think YouTube's goal ultimately is to have people stay on the platform and watch. And people are doing it. These videos are getting millions, not just thousands, millions of views. And they're AI generated content with a message. At first, I didn't think much of them. They're fine. They're saying I've used AI just to get ideas or to help me refine my script or something like that. Being new at this, I'm not very polished or anything, so I want all the help I can get. But seeing these things get millions of views, and there's no risk involved, there's no putting yourself out there. It makes you feel like a fool for doing the real thing almost. And what I started thinking is, if people are that easily fooled, because again, I went down through the comments and I tried to find people that caught on, and there were a few. And the people would say, "This is AI generated content, blah, blah, blah." And then some people actually responded, it may be AI, but the content's good content, good message, good words of wisdom type of thing. And then I would read another one. Someone would finally say that this is AI generated. And the next comment would just it ignored the previous comments. Nobody even acknowledged that comment. They would just say, "Oh, she's such a treasure. He's such a treasure. These are the people you need to treasure in life, the ones that hold our history." And and it just made me think. This AI is fairly new. It's fairly young, and it's in its infancy, and already very, very convincing. You have to look hard. You have to look really close. Um, so I actually used AI to bring this video idea up, and what exactly I was feeling. that people are easily duped. This is a scary, but just in its infancy, what will happen in the future. And then AI actually told me, it says yes, and the authenticity that makes it uniquely human, the stammers and the stutters and what I just did, the pauses, the cuts, the burps. Those are the things that make it uniquely human, but those are the things that in the future AI will learn to insert, if it's not already. Insert those little quirky human nature things, the things that make us human, to make us relatable, to make us as human beings want to relate to each other. And I started thinking the future is very scary as far as, and people have been saying this all along, but seeing it right in front of you on your television, it made me start thinking about politics. You could make a politician that's just a AI generated politician, and the only way you would know they were real is if you went to see them in person. And then even then, you know, uh, would it be at a distance? You could make a creation of somebody very convincing, maybe. I don't know. It's all, my mind starts going from there and saying, you could have speeches and you could have everything. If it's generated online, I mean, like movies and stuff, they've been doing that for years now, and it's very convincing. Lord of the Rings and movies like that have very, very advanced AI where they use an actor and then generate them into Gollum or something like that that is quite convincing. So as far as being somebody on YouTube trying to talk and give my opinions on things, how much longer are people going to trust that? Are they going to, I guess it's a threat to the people that are real, because once the public starts to question what's real and what isn't, if it becomes so convincing that me sitting here talking to you, how can I convince you I'm real? What can I do to make you convinced I'm real? If in the future you're going to be able to, AI will generate flaws, will generate stammers and stutters and little odd things, put a piece of hair that shouldn't be there or dandruff or something. You know what? Think about it. With the advancement and the improved intelligence, you won't be able to tell. So what's unless somebody puts a check on it, which I've always been kind of against that in a way. I mean, let anybody, if it generates, as long as it's not harmful, I suppose it's okay. But it's kind of a threat to people that are real. I mean, I guess one of the ways to protect against that would be to be real before AI and to already have had the people know you or start following you before AI started taking over. But even then, unless your face is copyright protected, maybe it is. I don't know the laws on that. Somebody could recreate a AI generated image of you or video of you, and if you're very popular, a big name in YouTube, or a big face, a face that everybody knows, somebody could copy it and put it out there and make a video. People are already doing similar things with, historical characters. So where am I going on this? I really don't know. I'm just, I don't know where it goes from here. I don't know what it means to those of us that are making videos like this. I'm nowhere near threatened by losing money on this or anything, because I don't make any money at this. I kind of wanted to do this just to do it because it's fun. It's a challenge, and I like archiving what I'm doing. I like for my future family, my future grandkids that I'll never meet, that they get to hear my voice, see my face, know what I was about without ever meeting me. That's kind of the reason I started doing these. I have no illusions of making a lot of money at it. I don't. I would welcome it if it came, but I'm not. It's not something I'm striving for wholeheartedly. Is that my goal? I just wanted to do this because it's fun. It's new to me. It's a challenge to me. I've always accepted challenges in my life, and that's the reason I do it. But for those that are actually making money at YouTube, and it's their livelihood, they've quit their jobs, they've based everything that their futures on the income they make from YouTube. It's a scary thing for them. It would be a threat to their livelihood to have AI take their job. And the thing I've heard is that the AI used with Google now and YouTube is Gemini. And Gemini has been learning from us everything that, I mean, it's got a wealth of knowledge and information now through YouTube. With the billions of videos that are out there, it can pull from any one of those to get data, to get video ideas or video, all the mannerisms and ideas and everything else. It's got a wealth of information to pull from. And eventually, if you don't have to pay creators and you can generate it yourself, the only pushback would be that people want to hear from real people. And I guess the big quandary there is, or the big thing that will make a difference, is if people can tell what's real and what isn't. That's where the big thing comes in, the big question, the big sticking point. Will they be able to? Will there be a facial thumbprint made or something to make sure that it's real? Will there, like facial ID, like Apple uses on their phones? Will it be something similar to that, to where the authenticity is checked through a authenticity process where people can tell that it's real? I don't know. I don't have the answers. I just wanted to bring up this video to point out my observations, and I'm sure everybody else's. Everybody knows about this. But if you think about it deeply, and how fast it's come and how far it can go, and how you literally won't be able to tell the difference, that's where the checks and balances either have to come in, or the viewer will make that decision somehow. I don't know. But from what I saw in the comments I was reading this morning, most people don't care. They like their attention spans are shorter. They're embracing for sometimes shallow content, or something just to entertain their brain and keep their endorphins high. That's what they want. And then they move on. I think the older generation might want that authenticity, but I'm not sure about our younger generation and where we go from here. Whether it will matter to them, I don't know. Anyway, that's my thought on this. I just thought of this morning, decided to come out and do it. I didn't plan it. I just decided to talk about it. If any of you have any thoughts on this, what do you think? Do you think it's a threat? I don't even know if anybody see this. I've done 2 videos prior to this, and they got 1 view each. So as far as the algorithm and all that, I'm not sure I'm reaching anybody anyway. But that's okay. I've got this archived. And if nobody watches it, nobody watches it. It's there. Right, Charlie? Yeah? All right. Well, anyway, if you like this video, if you saw this video, give me a thumbs up, like it. If you don't see it, well, that doesn't really matter, does it? So, take care. My name's Dennis, by the way, and I'm 67 years old. I'm retired and playing around in my backyard. Anyway, take care. Bye.